Well, Stevie, objective achieved, Pars are in the playoffs, but a few heart-stopping moments on the way.
Yeah, there definitely was. I think at one stage myself, Jason and Greg wanted to throw ourselves on that last 5 minutes to try and help the boys. Great, because it was our objective at the start of the season to make the playoffs. And it's been a roller coaster season. It's far from ended, but enormous credit to the boys in terms of the performances that they put on the last couple of weeks. I know it was hearts and mouth stuff at times in that game today, but a lot of ball, having been 2 goals up, to find ourselves at 2 each, to go on and win the game.
A great afternoon's entertainment for those of us watching today. You always know what to expect with Dick Campbell's team, never say die, and they certainly made you work for it.
Yeah, all credit to Arbroath. They came down here on the back of a 4-0 victory last week against United, so we knew that it wasn't going to be an easy game today, and far from it. Delighted with the start we got. Personally, for Declan to go up and have the bottle to take the penalty, I know how disappointed he was, the one that he had saved down at Queen of the South, but it takes a lot of bottle to go up on and take the penalty in the way that he did. Kevin O'Hara, his finish was excellent, running in behind down that left channel, cutting onto his right foot and put it away really well. And then Craig, 2 goals of quality to eventually win us the game. So credit to Arbroath, they made it a very, very tough afternoon for us, but one that we've come out with 3 points and find ourselves in the playoffs now.
Maybe a relatively straightforward team selection for you today to select an unchanged starting lineup after the good win last week against Queen of the South. You mentioned the attacking options. Central defensive partnership, relatively new, Lewis Mayo and Vitas Gasputis, but they did their bit as well. The substitution towards the end, is that just to give Paul Watson some game time?
No, I wish it was as easy as that to turn around and say it was game time. I did want his experience on the pitch. Paul has, been working hard in the background to try and get himself fit and available for this running. I've just said to the boys in there, and sometimes I don't like speaking on camera, but I think it's important because, Declan played with a shoulder injury today. It was strapped up. He picked it up last week against Queen of the South, and he wanted to do his bit for the team. Now that doesn't guarantee that we're going to start him, but it shows a desire from the player right away. Big Vitas has come into our country at a difficult period through the COVID. He goes back after training, he sits in that flat himself, but he's performed to a really decent level. And today it was a big ask of him to compete against the boy Jack Hamilton. Arbroath were putting things on top of us, and there's no disgrace in either of the performances, but we made decisions to change the team and make substitutions today to try and win us a game of football. And we all played our part, and credit to Big Vitas and Declan McManus for the way they went about their business.
Controversial moment, perhaps, certainly as far as your old gaffer Dick Campbell saw it, the 3rd goal for us when Thomas O'Brien went down injured, but the referee allowed play to go on. And generally speaking, Stephen McLean was letting the game flow, but maybe that problem was self-inflicted for Arbroath, and right decision to let the game go on.
It's something I wasn't aware of. I just know that it was a decent ball that was played through to Craig, so I can't really comment on the stuff that you've just mentioned there. But Craig, when he found himself through and goal, stuck it away expertly, and then taking confidence from that, I think Hugh Henderson's bit of class, lifting it over the head and then playing Craig in for his 2nd goal. It was an exceptional finish, but delighted for the strikers, because Declan playing that slightly deeper role. The 3 of them have played their part. It's not been an easy season for Kevin in terms of the game time. He's been frustrated at times, but he's never, once shown, that it's getting to his head, and he's applied himself properly, and we're seeing the rewards from that at the moment. As I say, Declan, since he's come back into the side, he's got a spring in his step again, and we're fortunate enough that the chairman backed us to bring Craig in January, and he's scored a number of goals that have proved pivotal to allowing us to finish in the playoffs now.
As you've said, the season's not finished yet. Get a double header initially against Dundee to look forward to, but the final league game away against Alloa next week. Nothing specific at stake, but maybe a chance to use the squad.
Yeah, I think it's important that we focus on the Alloa game. We've found games against Alloa over the last couple of seasons very difficult games. They're very much a possession-based side. But it's nice to know that we're going into that game that we're secure in the playoff positions. We'll see where we're at after the weekend in terms of injuries. and as you say, it'll be a possible chance to rotate the squad a little bit, but we very much want to go to Alloa in a competitive fixture and give it the respect it's due to try and win the game of football.
Okay, well done today, Stevie. Thank you.
Cheers, thanks very much.